Bro, look there. We can get a good picture over there. What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna walk you through my editing process and explain you about what each feature does. And this picture looks good itself, but every photo needs to be edited to make it look as you want. So let's hop into it. I'm going to use Lightroom and Snapseed for editing. So let's begin with Lightroom first. The first thing to do when you open your image is to correct the aspect ratio of it or the crop. So what you need to do is to click on this and you can see various options to play around with the aspect ratio of the image, but I kinda like the way the picture came out, so I'm not gonna change anything here, but you can. And the next thing is the light option. In this you can deal with the lighting of your image. So in the light option, the first feature is exposure. It basically controls the overall brightness of your image, and your image gets darker when you slide it to the left and brighter when you slide it to the right. So it's basically up to one's personal interest on how they want their image to be. Here I want it to be a little brighter to make it my type, so I'm going to increase it a little bit. And then the next feature is contrast. It helps to increase or decrease the tonal range. In other words, it's nothing but the pixel colors. I kind of just increase it a little bit but don't really use it much. But saturation feature does my job better. Next is highlights. It helps in bringing down or increasing up the exposure of those overexposed areas in your image without affecting the whole image. So you can see how the sky in the image changes with the slider. I want the sky to be a little more brighter, so I'm increasing it. In the same way, shadows feature helps to make the darker or underexposed areas brighter or darker. I kinda like the darker areas of this image, so I'm not going to make it brighter, instead I'll make it a little more darker. Next is colors. Color is an important aspect of the picture. Bad or over saturated colors might ruin the image. What you can do is, first of all, check if the white balance of the image is as per your requirement. Change the temperature of the image or the tint of it. Saturation here is the overall saturation of the image, and I feel like this image is a little saturated more. So again, play it with the sliders and decide on what saturation level you like for the picture you are editing. It's up to one's interest. But if you want to work on the individual colors of the image, this option here is very useful. Here in this picture I want the sky to be bluish, so I'm going to change the saturation of the blue to my preference, and luminance is used to darken the color. And I want the greens in this image to be a little less, so I'm going to reduce it a bit. Next is effects. This is where you can increase the structure or clarity of the subject in your image or the structure of the overall image itself. Keep in mind that if you increase any of these, it might decrease the brightness of the image. So after increasing the clarity or the texture sliders, if you feel your image is dark, then you can go back to the light panel and increase the brightness or highlights a bit. And the next option is details. This is a place where you can sharpen your picture and at the same time you can smooth out pixels. This is a wide subject to talk about, but an optimum value for any kind of picture is that increase the sharpening to anywhere between 75 to 85 and noise reduction to anywhere between 25 to 35. Those values would do a better job. And increase the color noise reduction to 100. Color noise reduction would basically remove any noisy color in your picture. That's all about the Lightroom, but I use Snapseed to do a little more changes, so I just share it to Snapseed directly and then work there. First thing I do in the Snapseed is to go to this tune image option and slide up to see this option called ambience. Increase it a little to increase the brightness of the focused part of the image. And there's this option I use more in Snapseed, which is called select to. It lets you select a part of the image and lets you edit it without affecting the overall image. Here I want the structure of the sky to be a little more, so I want to place a point and pinch in or pinch out to select the area that is similar, and slide up to go to the structure and increase it. So here you go, I'm increasing it. You can also adjust the saturation levels of that particular selected part. And that's it. See the before and after. Hope you liked it. If you like it, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And check out my Instagram for more photo ideas and editing ideas. Thank you.